He is Akuma and Goken's martial arts teacher, Goutetsu. He is responsible for the style that later would become the basis of Ryu and Ken's fighting style. Not much is known about this mysterious character. In this episode, follow us as we dig into the origins of Goutetsu, his many inexplicable mysteries, and his importance to the Street Fighter universe. Without further ado, let me welcome you to the Street Fighterverse. Let's start today's episode with the meaning behind his name. Goutetsu's name comes from Street Fighter II, the animated movie, which was produced at the same time as Super Turbo, whereas the name given to Ryu and Ken's master. Capcom adapted the name Goutetsu for Goken and Akuma's master, instead of being another name for Goken. Goutetsu has many variants of his origin stories, and what is known of the master. In the more traditional story, Goutetsu was the martial arts master of Goken and his brother Akuma, and was also a user of the Satsui no Hado, being the only known person who could use the power without falling into its darker aspects, possibly because he only used it sparingly and wisely. This was also how his two students were introduced to its power. Prior to the events shown in the Street Fighter games, Goutetsu was challenged and killed by Akuma, at his full potential, who performed the Shungokusatsu on his soul in a fight to the death. Goutetsu gladly died, happy to see that his student surpassed him in the art. The prayer beads that Akuma wears originally belonged to Goutetsu. Goutetsu can be seen in Akuma's ending, along with Goken in the original Street Fighter Alpha. This was his only on-screen appearance in the series. In Street Fighter Alpha Generations, Goutetsu has an important role in the animated movie. He is shown fighting Akuma at the beginning, and is revealed that he has tried in vain to dissuade his student from delving deeper and deeper into the power of the Satsui no Hado. While Goutetsu himself proved able to tap into its power, unlike Akuma, he didn't seem to suffer from its side effects, likely because his more balanced approach and rarer use. Unlike his game appearance, he is depicted as having short hair and a very small stature. In Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, in keeping with his established backstory and depiction, he is shown as the old master of Goken and Goki, the original name of Akuma, teaching them the old ways of the Anatsuken to overcome and destroy the opponent, but also preaching about finding balance between the light and the darkness. As Goki immersed himself in the study of the Satsui no Hado, Goutetsu ordered him to leave the dojo. When Goki resurfaced as Akuma, Goutetsu challenged him to try and stop him, but was defeated and killed by his former student. He is also depicted as having a niece, Sayaka, who served as a love interest for both Goken and Akuma. In another variant of Goutetsu's story and origins, Udon Comics released Street Fighter Origins, Akuma, which gives a little more information on the Anatsuken master. It was revealed that Goutetsu had originally a group of students and fighters who were well versed in the Hado. At some point, many of his students, such as Gyuki, and his first generation of students were almost possessed by the Satsui no Hado and had to turn into demonic beings and assassins. Eventually, they turned against each other due to the evils that was caused by Gyuki. Goutetsu saw the potential threat of what could happen if someone was not able to contain the Dark Hado with light, and sent a group of men to find Gyuki and his hiding spots to take him out. During the winter in Japan, he and Retsu found a young Akuma who was badly wounded from a bear attack. He took Akuma back to his dojo to help heal him. As Akuma woke up, he asks him where is he. Goutetsu tells him that he has nowhere to go and that he heard about Gyuki, his father's murder. Goutetsu told Akuma that he once trained his father. After a long talk, Goutetsu told Akuma that he would find his brother Goken. Akuma, however, told him that Goken did not want to be found, and that Akuma wanted to know all about Anatsuken and its techniques. Many years later, a businessman who hosts tournaments came to Goutetsu's dojo in order to find Akuma. Goutetsu told him where to find Akuma. Later that night, Goutetsu noticed that Akuma was troubled, and he asked him to come inside the dojo to ask him what was wrong. Akuma told him that he wanted to know more about himself, and left the dojo in order to find himself the very next day. Goken appeared right in front of Goutetsu and his dojo to thank him, and asked him to train him in order to grow stronger as a person, which Goutetsu agreed to. 5 years later, Akuma came back to Goutetsu and the dojo to train again in order for him to become the perfect warrior. Goutetsu told him that he must go into the mountains in order for him to find who he truly is. When Goutetsu was training other young students on the art of Anatsuken, a demonic-looking Akuma under the influence of the Satsui no Hado looked at him with rage. Goutetsu told Akuma to abandon the power, like his father did before it corrupted him completely. Akuma told him that he finally knows about how his father was killed, and tells Goutetsu's time has come. The two engaged in a fight, as Goutetsu told him about how dangerous the Sasui no Hada was if fully embraced, and told him that he cannot stop fighting. He pleads with him to stop, and asks him what he truly wants from this fight, only for Akuma to reply that he wants him to prepare for death. Akuma kicks him in the air with the demon Armageddon, kicking Goutetsu through the dojo roof, killing him. As a sign of gratitude for all the years spent under him, Akuma takes his body to a mat under a tree, and respectfully lies him down. Fun fact, Gyuki's name means Ox Demon. Ox alludes to the strength of Goken, and Demon alludes to Akuma. So what did you like about Goutetsu? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on new theories and info. Thank you for watching. This has been your Street Fighter host. Welcome to the center stage, our new Discord server. There you can talk with us, chat about current events going on in Street Fighter, information, theories, and lore. We'll leave the link in the description box below. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and becoming part of this Street Fighter community. We want to thank you for your positive comments towards our channel, because it only habilitates us to grow even more. From the Street Fighterverse crew, we thank you.